Hi there. Oftentimes I get asked how it is that Luke and I actually cook our meals because we only have a little wood stove and we have this. You saw some of the videos before, but this is a video to try and describe to you how I kind of mimic an oven and how you can do the timing of something when you only have one burner. Hope you enjoy. Thanks.
Alright, we're going to go over how to cook a meal here in the winter. So basically I'm going to cook pasta with sausages and Alfredo sauce and then pesto bread. So basically we got one burner and that's the real trick here. So as you can see, just a little simple propane, and this is our wood stove, and I'm going to get this fire going a bit more. So the first thing I'm going to do is to get out the big old cast iron. Okay, so this cast iron right here is what I use as my oven. If I get the fire going well enough, it's thick enough so that as long as, you know, if you're going to toast it with a little pesto, like a little olive oil, that should be fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the sausages cooked so that then I can get the pasta going, which means that then I can get the sauce going. It's basically a matter of understanding where you have the hot heat, where you have the slow heat, and doing that accordingly. So we have a very archaic little stove here, but it seems to work for our purposes, so I've basically just relit that with some paper to try and get it going again, but the flue is open down here to let in as much air, so basically it creates a draft that will open it up. You turn this to open up the thing there. One thing also is that you can, if you want to get things going quickly, get one of these trusty little things here. You can actually open these up and get directly into the fire. And basically what that does is it just makes it so that you don't have to wait for the metal to heat up. They used to do in the old days, though I've yet to find anyone who can do it, who does it now, but most people don't cook on the wood stove, so, yeah. Alright, so now we're back. Pasta's done. That's still cooking away, and sauce, this is pesto, tomato, onion, mozzarella, and andouille sausage. So we're going to combine them all together, and then we're going to have hopefully what looks like it could be a good meal. I'll show you. Okay, so I basically got the pesto bread ready. There's olive oil in the bottom of the cast iron pot, and then there's just this bread that I made today. This bread, rustic Italian loaf. I made it with my bread maker in the distance over there. And which is super useful when you don't have an oven, or even room for a Dutch oven. And so then it just has some pesto that I just whipped up from some frozen basil and olive oil from the garden last year, and then donated by Rita McPherson, actually. And then, yeah, and so basically I'm just going to put the top on this and let it sit for a very, very long time, because then the heat will get going on this and it'll hopefully get it hot enough in there to melt. So it won't toast it, other than it won't brown it, but it'll toast it. Alright, finished pasta, Parmesan, basil on top, sausage, everything like that. It's good stuff. No, this is the pasta. I put a diffuser on there in order to basically, this is the bread because I didn't have it on the fire long enough, so we'll see how that melted, and it'll just be. How's it?
Delicious.
You gonna try pasta? Of course, this is coming from a man who will eat anything.
Mmm. Splendid.
I think you're playing it up.
Mm.
Alright. That's how you make a meal. With one propane stove and a semi-warm wood-burning stove. See how that looks.
but it'll toast it.
See how that was. I'll show you the.
You're gonna have a meal.